Hey everyone! Welcome to my podcast, Soul Medicine Daily. This is the space where you return to your inner peace, where clarity finds you, and where your heart can soften into emotional balance again. You know, I want to start by asking you something really simple. Have you ever looked back at a moment in your life and thought, wow, how did I even survive that? Because at the time, it didn't feel survivable. It felt heavy, messy, confusing, like everything was falling apart at once. And I smile now, not because it was easy, but because I remember how convinced I was that I wouldn't make it through. And yet, here I am. And here you are too. There were moments when life made absolutely no sense. Things ended suddenly. Plans collapsed. Doors didn't just close, they slammed. And in those moments, I wasn't calm or enlightened or floating around in peace. No, I was human. I was scared. I was overthinking everything. But here's what fascinates me. Life kept moving me forward anyway. Sometimes something better arrived later. Sometimes nothing changed on the outside, but I changed on the inside. I became more grounded, less reactive, a little wiser, even if I didn't realize it right away. And over time, something became very clear to me. Most of our suffering doesn't come from what's happening. It comes from the fear we create around it. The mind is very talented like that, very creative, very dramatic too. It loves making up stories, worst-case scenarios, full emotional movies about a future that hasn't even happened yet. And while all of that is going on in the head, the body tightens, the breath gets shallow, the nervous system goes into panic mode, and we forget something important. Life has already carried us through every storm we once thought would break us. Every single one. So if you're listening right now and you feel tense, check your shoulders for a second. Are they lifted? Yeah, mine do that too. Let them drop. You don't have to solve your entire life today. One of the biggest reasons we struggle, honestly, maybe the biggest, is because we're trying to control life. I did this for years, trying to control timing, outcomes, people, even my own emotions, which is hilarious if you think about it. I really believed if I just plan better, if I just do everything right, life will cooperate. But life doesn't respond well to being forced. The more I tried to control, the more exhausted I became. And life still did whatever it wanted. It's actually kind of funny now. Trying to hold life tightly is like trying to hold water in your fist. The harder I squeeze, the faster it escapes. But when you relax your hand, the water stays. That's how life works. When we cling to people, they pull away. When we force outcomes, resistance appears. When we obsess over timelines, anxiety moves in and makes itself comfortable. And every time we replay the past or worry about the future, we're quietly telling ourselves, I don't trust life. But if you look honestly at your own story, did you plan the biggest turning points in your life? Did you choose the moments that shaped you the most? Probably not. And yet, you survived them. More than that, you grew. Even the painful moments, the ones you never would have chosen, taught you something. At the time, they felt unfair, confusing, maybe even cruel. But later, you saw it. That moment redirected you, strengthened you, softened you in the right places. Life has seasons. Sometimes things grow. Sometimes things fall apart. Sometimes nothing moves at all, and that's still a season. We try so hard to rush the uncomfortable parts, but life doesn't work on our schedule. When something doesn't work out, it's not rejection. When someone leaves, it's not failure. When plans collapse, it's not the end. It's redirection. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the belief that everything must happen your way. You still act. You still dream. You still care deeply. You just stop panicking. And this brings me to something that quietly creates so much suffering: resistance. So much stress comes from saying, "This shouldn't be happening." We argue with reality like it's suddenly going to apologize and change its mind. But resisting doesn't fix anything. It just drains you. Think of a river. If you fight the current, you get exhausted fast. If you float, the river carries you. Life works the same way. Acceptance doesn't mean you like what's happening. It just means you stop fighting what already is. And when you stop fighting, clarity shows up. You see options you couldn't see before. You notice lessons you were too tense to doubt. New paths quietly appear. Acceptance isn't weakness, it's strength. Peace doesn't come when life becomes perfect. Peace comes when you stop resisting reality. Another thing that causes so much anxiety: timelines. I should be there by now. They're ahead of me. I'm behind. According to who? Who made this rule? Look at nature. Different flowers bloom at different times, and none of them are late. Your life has its own R. Okay, let me break it down a little more for you about surrender. And I promise, we're gonna make it fun and super real, just like a little heart-to-heart chat between us. Surrender. Yeah, I know, it sounds a bit woo-woo at first, but stick with me. The universe, it's not out to get you. It's actually working for you, even when it feels like chaos. At some point in everyone's life, you realize that life isn't meant to be wrestled into perfection with sheer force. You can push, plan, calculate, and fight like crazy, but there will always be things beyond your control. And here's the thing: surrender isn't weakness. Nope, it's pure wisdom. It's saying, okay, universe, I trust you got this. Instead of clutching every little detail like your life depends on it, which honestly, it doesn't. Buddhism teaches that resisting life is the real recipe for suffering. True peace, it begins when you just soften into what is and let life do its thing. Now, don't confuse surrender with giving up. It's not passivity. It's recognizing your limits and letting something bigger guide you. Like a river that somehow always finds the ocean, life knows where it's taking you. You still act, you still dream, you still care, but without the desperate panic. Your actions lighten up because they're guided by trust, not anxiety. Think about it. How many things in your past happened exactly when they were supposed to, even though you didn't plan them? People you bumped into, opportunities that popped up, blessings that arrived just in time. You didn't control it, and yet, here you are. Life carried you through storms you thought you'd drown in, and quietly showed you that you've always been supported. Problems arise when the mind tries to play the boss. It wants certainty, security, predictability. It freaks out at the unknown, thinking, if I can't see the path, it doesn't exist. But life isn't linear. It's fluid, mysterious, ever-changing. Your mind sees a fragment. Life sees the whole. Surrender is saying, I get it. I don't see it all, but I trust it anyway. When you surrender, fear turns into trust. The unknown isn't your enemy. It's a playground for new possibilities. Nature does this perfectly. Trees don't rush. Rivers don't stress. Flowers bloom when they're ready. Life has its own timing, and so do you. So yeah, a lot of suffering comes from attachment, clinging to outcomes, people, identities, expectations. We grip because we think our happiness depends on it staying exactly the same. But life changes, and clinging, that just hurts. Surrender is loosening your hands, appreciating what you have, and letting the rest flow. Scary? Sometimes. But control is mostly an illusion anyway. You can influence things, sure, but the ultimate outcomes? Way beyond your awareness. Surrender is realizing this, softening, trusting that even challenges have a meaning you don't see yet. Loss? Sometimes it's just clearing space for a better beginning. Chaos? Life rearranging itself so you align with your path. And here's the heart stuff. Clinging to past pain or people trying to leave? It prolongs suffering. Letting go isn't abandonment. It's honoring the truth of the moment. Your heart is meant to open, release, and evolve. Spiritual teachers call surrender falling backward into the arms of the universe. Scary at first, but trust me, you'll be caught. Experience teaches it. You've survived what felt impossible. You've grown through pain, loss, rejection, heartbreak. Something carried you through those chapters. That same presence is still guiding you. When you surrender, your mind quiets, fear softens, intuition sharpens, and suddenly, life starts showing you little signs of support, gentle nudges, synchronicities, opportunities. Flow is gentle. Instead of swimming upstream, you ride the current. Decisions feel clears, relationships lighter, challenges easier. You still act, still dream, still care, but from a place of calm, not panic. You start seeing life as a dance, not a battle. And here's a big one. Everything you're chasing, everything you think will complete you, is already inside. Peace, fulfillment, joy. They're not out there waiting for the right moment. They've been within you all along. The mind just made you forget. Chasing outwardly is like searching for the moon's reflection in a lake while ignoring the moon in the sky. So stop forcing, stop struggling. Life unfolds in its own rhythm. You water the seed, you trust it will sprout. You don't yell at it, tug its roots, or panic. Your life works the same way. Patience isn't wasted, it's fertile ground. Invisible growth is happening. Flow teaches you to honor your pace, stop forcing relationships, outcomes, or people. What's meant for you moves naturally. What isn't, it falls away, no matter how tightly you clutch. Trust your timing. Trust your steps. Trust that life is sculpting you, moment by moment, into someone wiser, calmer, and more open-hearted. Relax. Flow. Trust. Nothing's out of place. Nothing's too late. Nothing's wrong. Life meets you exactly where you need to be. Peace begins when resistance ends. Flow begins when trust begins. Okay, peeps, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope you found a little clarity, a little peace, and of course, a whole lot of love in our chat. Until next time, take really good care of yourself. Trust your heart, and remember, you are exactly where you're meant to be.